has three great forms of summer squash. I've got like a patty pan. This is like a yellow patty pan here. Also I have a another hybrid from a zucchini. This is also, you'll see, a yellow or gold bar shaped this way. Long, medium, whatever. Use up the nice summer squash that's available now, summertime. A lot of these are, the zucchini and of course gold bar or summer squash are available all year round, but this is the peak time. So what I'm doing, I'm cutting my ends off of these. Just get your ends off first to start with. There we go. Then cut them down, and I'm going to do slices. I don't want to go too thick on this because if they're too thick, it's going to take them too long to cook. So the thinner, the faster, of course, your squash is going to cook. Put those down. When you get your zucchini, just cut it down lengthwise. Then, of course, you can do your slices this way. Makes it easier that way for a zucchini. And then same thing on the other patty pan squash, like that, in half. Go down like this. It's a great time of year. These summer squash are so cheap in the summer and also late spring. And this is going to be a great dish because we are going to use it with some curry and also some ginger. You'll see it used in a lot of restaurant recipes and on the side dishes because it's such a cheap vegetable to have. But we're going to make this even easier for you to make at home. Next we have ginger. You can buy the ginger, of course, chopped up now in the supermarket in like a pouch if you want to save time. Here I've cut some of the ends off, and I'm just going to peel off with a spoon or a back of a knife to get the skin off. Now basically you're going to need for this recipe about 2 tablespoons worth for this serving of 4. And this dish we're making makes a great side dish, of course, for any kind of either non-meat protein or regular protein, fish, meat. So I've cut down. I'm going to cut my thin slices. Is the easiest way on my ginger. Okay, there's my thin slices, and then of course, then I chop strips this way. Get my strips. Then I usually turn my strips the other way. See there? I'm turning the other way, keeping my thumb in, okay, and then get nice thinner slices that way. Now you can go on larger chunks in the ginger. Some people like that. I like that pungent bite when you get into nice fresh ginger. There's nothing better than that. So we don't want to be too fine on this. One more quick mince, and that's going to be fine on our ginger. All right, let's get ready to saute this up. All right, we've got a pan that's been preheating. We're going to add a couple tablespoons of, I like to use grapeseed oil. You can also use canola oil or a light olive oil. You don't want to use one too heavy. Don't use a extra virgin. There's our oil. Next, put in our zucchini and summer squash. Pretty simple. I like to leave it on high heat at first. Spread it out. Also, add your ginger. There's our ginger. You want to infuse that flavor at first. I want to let that go for a couple minutes before we put in our curry powder. Alright, that's been cooking for a couple minutes there. Next, we're going to put in our curry powder. There's the curry powder. Now, you can use a mild or you can use a hot curry powder. There's different blends out there. It's up to you. Of course, curry powder is you can make it if you want by, there's a lot of combinations of turmeric, ground marsala, and so forth, powdered ginger and so forth, to make your own curry powder. But it's easier just to buy one. It's already mixed. One more of the curry powder. We're going to let this, of course, down to a medium heat now to get that all mixed in. Alright, that's been cooking for about 10 minutes there. I'm going to add salt to this now. I'm not really going to add pepper because I've got a little bit of a kick from my curry powder already, so I'm just going to add some salt in there and turn down my heat a little bit lower now. And as soon as your squash starts to soften a little bit, you're basically all set. Alright, nice. This is a great side dish. And you can serve it at room temperature too. It doesn't have to be hot for this time of year, summertime. If you want to have it hot as a side dish, go right ahead. Alright. you wanted to put some chopped parsley in there, you could as well.